first of all, let me introduce ourselves. My name is Stephen Ricardo, and this is my partner.
My name is Faradila.
Today, we will presenting about using literary works as a media to teach English foreign language. I hope you enjoy the video, guys. Let's take a look.
First, I will explain the background. Proficiency in the English language is essential in today's globalized world. However, teaching English as a foreign language (EFL) can be challenging. Traditional methods often fail to capture students' interest and provide meaningful learning experiences. Moreover, there is a need to explore innovative and engaging approaches to EFL instruction. One promising approach is the integration of literary works into the EFL curriculum. Literary works offer a rich tapestry of language, culture, and human experiences. By incorporating these works into EFL classrooms, teachers can create an immersive and authentic environment for language learning. Okay, second is formulation of the problem. Despite the potential benefits of using literary works in EFL classrooms, several challenges arise, including the selection of appropriate literary texts, the integration of these texts into the existing curriculum, and the development of effective teaching strategies and activities that maximize the learning outcomes.
Okay guys, right now let's move on to the objective. I will giving you an explanations about 4 objectives of using literary works as a media to teach English foreign language. The first objective that you should know is to highlight the benefits and advantage of incorporating literary works into EFL instruction. And number 2 is to provide guidelines for selecting suitable literary works for EFL learners at different proficiency levels. And number 3 is to present strategies and method for integrating literary works into the EFL curriculum effectively. And 4 is to offer practical examples of teaching activities and assessments that leverage the use of literary works in developing students' language skills, culture understanding, and critical thinking. And next, I will give you an example about 4 significance and advantage of the paper in using literary works as a media to teach English foreign language. The first is promoting the use of authentic and engaging materials in language classrooms, enhancing students' motivation and interest. And number 2 is providing a comprehensive framework for incorporating literary works into EFL curriculum, addressing various aspects such as text selections, curriculum integrations, and instructional methods. And number 3 is offering insights into the potential of literary works to foster not only linguistic competence but also in cultural awareness and critical thinking skills, which are essential for successful communication in a globalized world. And number 4 is encouraging further research and exploration of innovative teaching approaches that leverage the power of literature in language education. I think that's it.
Okay, using literary works in EFL instruction over several benefits. Firstly, it enhances language skills by providing authentic example of language used in real-life context. This exposes learners to a wide range of vocabulary, grammar, and language functions used in natural settings, helping them develop their reading, writing, listening, and speaking abilities more effectively. Secondly, incorporating literary works fosters cultural awareness and intercultural competence through careful analysis and discussion of literary works. Learners gain insights into diverse cultures, beliefs, and perspectives. This exposure helps them understand cultural nuances, traditions, and ways of thinking, preparing them to communicate effectively in cross-cultural contexts. Thirdly, literary texts promote critical thinking and interpretive abilities. They often involve complex themes, symbolism, and multiple layers of meaning. Engaging with these challenges helps students think critically, analyze, and construct well-reasoned arguments, which are valuable skills for intellectual growth and personal development. Lastly, well-crafted literary works increase motivation and engagement through compelling narratives. They have the power to captivate readers and evoke emotional responses. By tapping into the human interest in stories and narratives, literary texts enhance student motivation, engagement, and personal investment in the learning process, facilitating more effective language acquisition and retentions. When selecting suitable literary works for EFL learners, it is important to consider criteria such as language level, cultural relevance, genre preferences, thematic content, and overall complexity. Adapting literary works for different proficiency levels is also crucial. This can be done by simplifying the language, providing supplementary materials, or using excerpts or abridged versions. Additionally, incorporating diverse literary traditions and perspectives promotes cultural awareness, empathy, and critical reflection on cultural assumptions, enriching the learning experience and fostering a more inclusive and globally mediated approach to language education.
It's integrating literary works into the EFL curriculum. There's three suggestions in this integrating literary works into the EFL curriculum. The first is aligning literary texts with the language learning objectives. Effective integration of literary works requires careful alignment with the specific language learning objective of the curriculum. Teachers can design instructional activity that target the development of particular language skill, like reading comprehensions, vocabulary acquisitions, and writing fluency, while utilizing literary text as the primary learning materials, ensuring the literary study support and reinforces the overall language learning scopes. And number two is developing literature-based units and lessons plan. Teachers can create thematic units or modules centered around selected literary works, allowing for in-depth exploration and analysis These units should incorporate a variety of learning activities, including the pre-reading task, close reading exercise, discussion, writing assignments, and assessments that reinforce the target language and analytical skill. While the science literature based on units can provide a coherent and engaging framework from language learning. And number three is balancing literature study with other language skills development. While literary texts provide a rich context for language learning, it is essential to strike a balance between their use and the development of other language skills. Teachers should incorporate a range of activities and material to ensure comprehensive language instructions, integrating literary text as one component of a well-rounded curriculum. Okay, right now we got the objective of one of our objective in literary works is to teaching strategies and activities using literary works. The first is pre-reading activities prior to engaging with a literary text. Pre-reading activities can activate students' background knowledge, generate interest, and facilitate comprehensions. This may include brainstorming sessions, vocabulary reviews, discussions of cultural context, or prediction based on books covers or expects. Pre-reading activities help to build a foundation for meaningful engagements with the literary work and prime students for active learning. Number two is while reading activities. During the reading process, various activities can deepen students' understanding and promote active engagement with the text. This may include close reading exercise, guide annotations, group discussion, character analysis, in identification of literary devices, and exploration of themes or symbols. These interactive activities encourage critical thinking, interpretive abilities, and collaborative learning, enriching the overall literary experience. And number three is post-reading activities. After reading a literary works, post-reading activities can reinforce language learning, foster critical thinking, and encourage creativity expression. Examples include writing assignments such as essays, creative writing, or character journal. Role-playing or dramatizations, multimedia projects, and presentation or debates relate to the text, themes, or issues. These activities provide opportunities for students to synthesize their understanding, apply their language skills, and engage with the literary work in meaningful and personalized ways. And number four is integrating technology and multimedia resource. Is to incorporating technology and multimedia resource can enhance the teaching of literary work in EFL classrooms. This may include the use of digital text, audiobooks, film adaptations, interactive websites, or online discussions forum. This resource can provide additional sensory input, foster multimodal learning, and facilitate collaborative exploration of literary works. uh, sorry, catering to diverse learning style and preference while leveraging the affordance of modern technology. Last one of the objective literary works to teaching English language. It's E, assessing learning outcomes with literary works. Number one is evaluating language skills. Literary works can serve as a basis for assessing various language skills, such as reading comprehensions, writing proficiencies, and oral communication skills. By using literary context as the basis for assessment, teachers can evaluate students' language abilities in authentic and meaningful context. Number two is assessing cultural understanding and intercultural competence. By analyzing students' ability to interpret cultural nuances, make cross-cultural connections, and demonstrate sensitivity to diverse perspectives within literary works, teachers can assess their development of cultural awareness and intercultural competence. Literary texts provide a rich tapestry for exploring cultural diversity and evaluating students' understanding and appreciation of different worldviews. Number three is measuring critical thinking and interpretative abilities. Through evaluating students' literary analysis, written interpretations, and participation in discussion or debates, teachers can gauge the development of critical thinking skills, such as the ability to identify and analyze themes, symbolism, and literary device, as well as the capacity to construct well-reasoned arguments and interpretations. These higher order thinking skills are essential for effective communication and intellectual growth. And number four is authentic assessment method. To holistically evaluate the learning outcomes, teachers can employ authentic assessment method, such as a portfolios, so casting students work over time, multimedia project that integrate various language skills, or performs based on assessments. These methods allow for a more comprehensive evaluations of language proficiencies and analytical abilities and creative expression within the context of literary study, reflecting real-world application of the acquired knowledge and skills.
I will explain about the conclusion. So, integrating literary works into the EFL curriculum offers numerous benefits beyond enhancing language proficiency. By exposing learners to authentic texts, educators create an engaging environment that fosters cultural awareness, critical thinking, and appreciation for diverse literary traditions. This approach enhances language skills through real-life context, promotes intellectual cultural competence, and increases students' motivation through compelling narratives, selecting suitable texts, integrating them effectively, and using appropriate teaching activities and assessments are crucial for successful implementation Overall, incorporating literary works in EFL instruction nurtures intellectual growth and cultural understanding.
Got 5 suggestions to, in this case, about using a literary works as a media to teach English as foreign language. The first suggestion I give to you is educational institutions should invest in professional development programs to equip EFL educators with the necessary knowledge and skill to effectively integrate literary works into their teaching practice. Number 2 is curriculum designers and policy makers should consider incorporating literature-based units and modules into EFL, ensuring a balanced approach that aligns with the language learning objectives and promotes interdisciplinary connections. Number 3, educational institutions should allocate adequate resource, including access to a diverse collection of literary works, multimedia resource, and instructional materials to support the successful implementation of literature-based EFL instructions. 4 is collaborative approach, fostering collaboration among EFL educators, literary experts, and curriculum specialists can facilitate the exchange of best practice, share insights, and the development of innovative teaching strategies. Number 5 is further research should be conducted to explore the long-term effects of literature-based EFL instruction on language proficiency and cultural awareness and critical thinking skills, as well as to identify potential challenges and solutions. So that was 5 suggestions that I give in this case about using literary works as a media to teach English foreign language. Thank you very much.
Thank you for watching our video and see you.